But unfortunately for his opponent here this evening, my apologies, Jorge Luis González, even less attractive things to say about him, I'm afraid. He's unbeaten. That's all you can say, really. 23 fights, 23 wins, 22 inside the limit. Unlike Bowe, of course, who's had 38, won 36, lost 1, and 1 no contest on his score sheet, and stopped 30 men in his professional career. Well, these two are having to be kept apart at all stages of the build-up to this particular match. There he is, promoted by MGM, and the Garden, the black hat in every sense of the word of this professional boxing game.
The featured bout of the evening has Super Promotions, the MGM Grand, and your undefeated king of beers, Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Present 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO World Heavyweight Championship. This bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission Chairman Dr. James May, Commissioners Luther Mack, Nat Carasali, Dr. Elias Ghana, and Crispin Rivera. Executive Director Mark Ratner. Physicians at ringside, Chief Physician Dr. James Wish Game. Attending physicians, Dr. William Berliner and Dr. Robert Bowe. The timekeeper is Al Bisick. Counting for the knockdown seconds, Jane Broadfoot. This bout is also sanctioned by the World Boxing Organization. President Francisco Barcarcel. Supervisor at ringside for the WBO, George Cristadulo. The scoring will be done on a 10-point must system, and the 3 judges are Dwayne Ford, Chuck Giampa, and Jerry Roth. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Mills Lane. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the world's largest hotel, casino, and theme park, the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red, trimmed in gold and weighing 237 pounds. He's a native of Cuba, who now lives and trains right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and has a professional record of 23 consecutive victories without a loss. He scored 22 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the #1 ranked heavyweight challenger in the world, the undefeated Jorge Luis his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed with blue, and weighing 243 pounds. He comes to us from Brooklyn, New York. This 1988 Olympic medalist now has a professional record of 36 victories, 30 by knockout, against only 1 defeat, and he has captured 2 world championships. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning WBO World Heavyweight Champion, Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe.
Marco Buckland setting the scene for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of boxing. Riddick Bowe defending his WBO Heavyweight Championship for the first time. Of course, you may remember, he knocked out Herbie Hyde in 6th to win the championship. And I'm afraid not too glorious in history, this WBO title. Bowe looking very calm.
It's going to be a little point right here. And we've already gone through all the instructions in the dressing room. I expect a tough, clean fight. Hey, just a minute. Put your hands down. I expect a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions here? No. Any questions here? Let's get it on.
So Mills Lane then giving the final instructions, and both men still giving it plenty of attitude before the start of this 12-rounder. Well, this, believe it or not, because of the size of both fighters concerned, it's just really a sign of the times. This is the heaviest World Heavyweight Championship fight ever staged. A combined weight of 480 pounds between them. Another first as well. Jorge Luis González attempting to become the first ever Latin heavyweight champion of the world. I say champion of the world, WBO champion, whatever you believe. Of course, we have got so many men currently can claim that particular distinction, and I'll get to that a wee bit later. So round one then, Riddick Bowe in the white trunks, 6'5", but González 2 inches taller, incredible, 6'7". Bowe then in a no-win situation here. González nothing to speak of as far as the record's concerned, mainly because people didn't want to fight him.
Come on, come on.
Hats off for Bowe and his team, of course, for taking on this very dangerous man, potentially dangerous man. Of course, superb amateur. González, former 8 times world champion and an almighty puncher. The problems if he goes beyond 3 rounds, according to some experts. And I shan't argue with that.
Come on, come on.
Well, Bowe electing to take the fight to González very early on. He's got a good jab when he uses it. In fact, he's got a very good variety of punches. Of course, watching Bowe here, you've got to always consider who is the best heavyweight in the world at the moment. Forget the other champions, they don't mean a thing. The fight we all want to see, of course, is Riddick Bowe against Lennox Lewis. As Bowe there opens up to have González hanging on. Of course, one thing's absolutely certain. González would never have faced anyone like Bowe as a professional, in spite of the fact that he holds a win over Bowe in the amateur ranks, also a win over Lewis. Well, a good shot there by Bowe, forcing González back. Lewis had the chance, though, of avenging that loss to González just a week later, but Bowe has waited all this time. It was in the 1987 Pan American Games. González put Bowe on the floor 4 times. A nice right there from Bowe. Already got the challenger's respect here in round 1. So much hype has come, though, from the González camp. González there talking to Bowe on the inside. Bowe just wading away to the body. This is about far more than the WBO championship. Well, that's a superb start then for Riddick Bowe. Really did put González in his place there. And of course, Riddick Bowe, trained by Eddie Futch, 80-odd years of age, and Tel Torrance, great corner team. Unlike González, who really is elected to train himself here, and I'm afraid in the corner, he's got boys to do a man's job. Round 2, Bowe in the white trunks. Well, González will need a very good round here. Otherwise, Riddick Bowe will be in danger of steamrolling him. And there's so much hate between these two. And of course, that obvious when it comes down to a boxing match. But these two really have been forced apart for weeks prior to this match. It's had an effect, of course, on the ticket sales. So the Cuban-born González then, who defected on an international assignment in Helsinki. Superb amateur, 220 wins, 13 losses, 169 knockouts, and that is quite something. Of course, Bowe aiming for a summer showdown next year anyway with Mike Tyson, for a fight that is reputedly worth about $100 million between them. The richest fight in heavyweight history. but the former 8 times World Amateur Champion stands between Riddick Bowe and all that dosh. But Bowe has made the right start here.
Come on, get out of there.
Bowe from Brownsville in New York, of course, had those 2 tremendous battles with Evander Holyfield. The first to take the championship, lost it, of course, in the rematch in an equally good fight. Lovely left hook there for Bowe. Of course, that was the night the Fan Man rained down on the ringside. And, of course, Bowe's concentration was snapped at that point. And, well, there's so much desire here being shown by Bowe. Mills Lane is well to stay out of the way. González reckons he's 30 years of age. So 30 seconds left in round 2. And once again, Jorge Luis González under severe pressure here. He was taught to box by his father, an ex-professional in Cuba before Castro's regime halted his aspirations. Well, it looks like the old rope-a-dope trick's being tried by González, but they're not going to kid Bowe. Once again, a good round then for the champion. Bowe, one of 13 children. No wonder he can fight. Only had 12 chairs in the house. And when there's only 12 chairs and 13 kids, you've got to fight. 4 times a New York Golden Gloves champion as an amateur. Bowe, Olympic silver medalist, World Junior champion. Good form. And when he turned professional in 1989, he was the first boxer to ever have his professional debut televised live on closed circuit and pay-per-view. That's quite something. Round 3 then of this potential 12-rounder for the WBO Heavyweight Championship. And I must tell you, the WBA champion at the moment is Bruce Seldon, a man already beaten by Riddick Bowe quite some time ago. In fact, he was beaten in a single round back in 1991. So that wouldn't say a great deal, I'm afraid, for Seldon's chances. Bowe ranked number 1 with the independent world boxing rankings, and I'm afraid González down the list at number 19, and that's about right. WBC champion, of course, Oliver McCall.
Come on.
World Boxing Federation champion, Johnny Nelson. NBA champion, Mike Weaver. All these old names from the past. Jimmy Thunder, we just saw, IBO champion. Of course, there's the IBC and the IBU. George Foreman is World Boxing Union champion, having been stripped of his IBF title. That's vacant now. Axel Schultz, the German, and Francois Bose, the South African, will contest that. What a mess. 7 out of the 8 or 9 or 10 supposed world championships have been filled. Just 1 vacant. But as I say, this fight is about more than that. Bowe made his debut on the undercard of the Hector Camacho Ray Mancini bout. And I think the one thing that Bowe may regret long into retirement was when he was heavyweight champion of the world, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. All he chose to do was defend against a washed-up Michael Dokes and a very pedestrian Jesse Ferguson. That's very poor form. And an ironic situation that you remember when he fought Larry Donald at the press conference. He whacked Donald with 2 great punches, and the 2 in fact went on a fundraising collaboration of non-violence, a campaign of non-violence to try and help out the community where they both come from.
Get off that there. Come on, push
So inside the last 30 seconds of round 3, and once again, I am afraid that Jorge Luis González has talked a very good fight, but we've not seen much evidence of it here so far. Another good round for Riddick Bowe. So poor approach then by González. Welcome back then, bit of replay here then from round 3. And Riddick Bowe using a bit of variety there, piercing the guard of González, sending him back, then switching down to the body. So this is round 4. And González in the red trunks, very bizarrely coiffured for this match. And of course the world heavyweight scene in general in such an awful mess that we're really coming down to the point where we just don't care anymore who likes to call themselves champion. We're going to get to the point when it's the personality rather than the title that matters. And at the moment, there's only 2 men to worry about. And one of them's here in the white. The other one, of course, Lennox Lewis. And all of the other organisations in grave danger of isolating themselves if Bowe and his subsequent opponents give credence to the WBO Heavyweight Championship. The rest of the weights will follow on, of course. Well, I don't think González yet has landed a worthwhile punch. Bowe, once again, keeping him under pressure here in the 4th round. González managed by Luis de Cubas. And of course, Bowe by Rock Newman. Well, we did say that past 3 rounds, González would start to struggle, according to some experts, and that looks like it may be true. It looks like Bowe has got González's measure here in the 4th round, just over a minute to go. Well, González still talking. Bowe smacks in the left. Well, I'm completely at odds here. I haven't a clue what kind of tactics González is trying to employ, but whatever they are, they're not working. He's hoping that Bowe will punch himself out. Well, he may wish to think again. If he's hoping for one big shot to put Bowe down, Bowe has got a very sturdy chin, as of course he's proved in the past. This is Bowe destroying the inner spirit of González. This is what he wanted to do. He's waited 8 years for this opportunity. And in the pipeline, of course, the rubber match with Evander Holyfield. Axel Schultz, the German, and again a good shot there by Bowe. Walking forward, the bell has gone. González there turning his back on the champion. Well, they're not happy in the González corner. And Ricky de Cubas there, the son of Luis, the manager, running over to Bowe's corner to remonstrate. Well, in the heat of battle, the bell is sometimes hard to hear. So, a bleeding and almost battered Jorge Luis González comes out for the 5th. Well, he looked spent, didn't he, at the end of the 4th. So will Bowe now play with him? Will he punish him? And still González hanging on rather than fight. Mills laying order in the corner to clear the ice off the canvas. right hand there from González, just grazing the chin of Bowe. And of course, Britain has got more than one interest in the heavyweight division with Lennox Lewis, because Frank Bruno, and it's my tip that Bruno will beat Oliver McCall and become WBC champion if and when they chance to meet. It's just so wide open these days. And of course, Michael Moorer still talking a good fight. When it come down to it, though, he failed against George Foreman. Well, González puffing badly. He's jigging up and down like an old man now. Well, that's a fair bit of snap in that left hand and that one, but I'm afraid that's all he can muster. Final minute then of round 5. Well, this is not the González we were promised. González, a pro now since June of 1991, the same year he defected from Cuba. Well, González did score with a fair jab just a few seconds ago. One of the few, I'm afraid, from him. And González is trying to turn the tables and get Bowe on the ropes. It didn't work. That's a terrible psychological blow for González. And regardless of the hatred that these men took into the ring beforehand, I'll tell you something, there's a very special bond between two men who go through this kind of activity. It's unique. There was a good shot there by González, the right hand. Bowe very sensibly just hung on to him for a few seconds there. Well, the Lion then, as he calls himself, looks almost spent as we come out for the 6th round of the scheduled 12-rounder for the WBO Heavyweight Championship. Riddick Bowe, the holder, in complete command. Nothing so far Jorge Luis González has done has fazed the former undisputed heavyweight champion Riddick Bowe. González has been rattled severely on occasion, but he's still there. And of course, always in this one with a puncher's chance. The only reason that Ronaldo Snipes went the distance with González was González wanted to taunt him and hurt him, wouldn't put him away until very late. The only man so far to have gone the distance with González was one David Graves back in '92. And Snipes, the only man to have taken him into 10 rounds.
Get up there, come on, work on it.
Oh, Riddick Bowe, very sensible campaign here. He's going forward, drawing the sting of González with his hands high. He knows exactly what he needs to do, knows exactly what he wants to do, and by and large he's done it. Right hand, good shot, down goes González, and a whipping punch as he went over. Well, I don't think he's going to beat the count here. A combination of a broken spirit and a couple of good shots from Bowe have put an end in the 6th round to Jorge Luis González's challenge here. So Riddick Bowe then, still champion in his first defense, but much, much more than that. He completely destroyed this monster of a challenger. A lot of people say that González outside of the ring is a very nice man, humble, soft-spoken, good with the kids, but he's a monster to fighters. He slapped Shannon Briggs once in a hotel foyer, and Briggs wished him luck. Good shot, right hand, and a very awkward left hook there. Come uppercut from Bowe. Plenty of wits about Bowe there to whip in that punch. Well, it was nothing really. Landed more on the shoulder than the chin, but the right hand did the damage. So superb win then for Riddick Bowe to retain. Well, I was going to say, it doesn't matter about the title. It maybe does to him and the WBO, but to us, it's about Riddick Bowe, isn't it?
1 minute and 50 seconds of round number 6. The winner by knockout victory, and still WBO World Heavyweight Champion, Riddick Bowe.
Well, I'll leave you with a few words of Riddick Bowe. See you next week.
I was focused. I wanted to be impressive, and González, he was strong for a minute there. But after I applied the pressure, I guess it was the 6th round?
6th round.
The 6th round, the overhand right caught him. He was sleeping on it, and he got stretched.
You came out, though, in that first round. You looked like you were all business. You got off to a better start than you have in the last few fights.
Well, since the second Holyfield fight, I was determined to look good, be sharp, and just maintain my focus, and that's what I did tonight.
Eddie Fudge said that in the gym over the last few months, you have been focused on your task at hand. He has seen you like this before, only for the Holyfield fight.
Well, from now on, I mean, I'm coming back to the top, and I'm going to be like this. I have to be like this to be at my best.
What about the jab? You used it throughout the fight. Did you feel that was a dictating punch?
Pretty much, because, that's my best weapon, and I somewhat got away from it, but now I'm starting to utilize it again. And from now on, it's going to be the best jab in the business.
Who do you want next?
Holyfield.
Holyfield?
The real deal.
And then?
Perhaps Mike Tyson, I'm ready for the world, to be quite honest. This here was a stepping stone.